Right now we are arriving at the polar front at the Antarctic convergence. That's why it's so foggy all around us. And so we're going to deploy our instrument that is called the CTD rosette, that is going to measure the temperature and the salinity not only at the surface but in the deep, so we can see how before and after the polar front we have different waters, and we are really arriving into the austral-polar ocean. The polar front is defined by you have the waters from the south, so from the polar ocean, that are arriving north, and then on the other side, so on the northern side, the side we're here, you have the subtropical waters, and they converge here. It's also called the Antarctic convergence.
On peut la monter un peu plus peut-être.
But the data that is collected by those sensors is sent in real time to the computer via the cable that I just connected, so I can see exactly what is happening in the water, and depending on what I like, I can decide to close the bottles at fixed depth. If there's something interesting, then I can take water samples at the depth that I have targeted. Temperature and salinity of a water mass is a little bit as an ID for the water mass. So by having the temperature and the salinity and knowing the region, I can know who's there, where it's coming from, and what are its properties.
We're going up to 200 meters, and now we are 150.
Léa is happy, so we're happy if Léa is happy. And Léa seems very happy. And now you're more experienced to help her again in the next data collection.
So it's quite a challenge to deploy this instrument from a sailboat, but a challenge that today is met. I'm extremely happy because it's been quite a lot of, good work, but quite a lot of work from a lot of people to be able to have this rosette on board. A lot of my colleagues at the Alfred Wegener were involved, and so it's a big success for all of us to be able to have it deployed and have it working, especially in the Southern Ocean, that is a little bit our region of interest as an institute.
Yeah.
Il faut déjà rester attentif parce que il va y avoir potentiellement des icebergs maintenant, vu qu'on a croisé la convergence antarctique. Donc l'eau est beaucoup plus froide, et l'air aussi. Potentiellement, on va voir les premiers icebergs aujourd'hui. Le lever du jour, on va voir dehors. On va voir dehors le lever du jour. My God. Alors, on t'a vu. On dirait la bouche du monde un peu. Oui, c'est très chouette. On dirait que les nuages ont fait un trou juste pour qu'on puisse passer. Oui. On va s'en manger par le sol. We still have a day and a half of navigation, maybe 2 days, if we stop long to put the rosette in the water. But we're having very good wind conditions. We're under sails, and we're making good speed. So I'm very happy.
So yes, now we're on the other side of the polar front, closer to Antarctica. And so we're going to be able to see how the different layers we saw yesterday are different from the one we are today, how the temperature has changed in the water column, and yes, characterize a little bit more this part of the Southern Ocean.
We are still like really lucky with the weather outside.
We're extremely lucky with the weather. It's like a perfect weather. You cannot really guess that we're in the middle of the Drake Passage getting closer to Antarctica. So it's a perfect weather to deploy the CTD.
Yeah, it's quite incredible to see the ocean like this. Sometimes the water and the waves, they remind me a bit of a toddler. One moment the world goes under, and the next it's all happy sunshine, like nothing ever happened. Like this ocean couldn't do anything to us. But it's beauty, and it's also a bit fake because it's still so dangerous and still out of our control, and we still, you know, have to be equipped for the worst case.
Something different on both sides of the polar front, and this is the case, and I get to find the water layers that I was expecting, the one that I'm studying. So now we're in really the region that I study, and I can infer a little bit more about what is happening in there by studying these little layers. We're getting closer and closer to Antarctica, which is very exciting, and we can see how the water is changing as we're getting closer to the continent.
Okay. Probably tomorrow morning also we're going to do the last CTD cast. The weather is supposed to stay the same, so really calm, like this. And tomorrow, by the end of the day, we're gonna see another pole. We will arrive at Melchior Archipelago.